Welcome to Mr. Moon. How is everyone? We've got a special guest today.
Hey guys,
Introduce yourself, sir.
See you
Mr.
go.
Child, Mr. Child, good to see you both. Michael Sadan, lifelong West Ham fan, suffering West Ham fan.
But what are you really known as?
By you and your friends, I'm known as Stigal, and I'll let you explain why.
Addy, you explain why he's known as Seagal.
I think you'll do it. I think you'll do better justice, Sam. To be honest with you, because
It was my mate Danny Gallimore that come out of it. What game was it? Lyon?
Lyon away.
Lyon away. We
what
met.
a day! What a game, by the way.
Probably arguably the best away game ever.
It's up there. It's definitely up there.
It was, wasn't it? Unbelievable,
Yeah.
that game, wasn't it?
Definitely.
We met there. I was with a group of people. You two were there already. Come and met you for dinner. We all had dinner together, didn't we? And then we sat down, and my mate Danny, you had a little ponytail at the time, didn't you?
Yeah, it's not there now.
Tiny. Don't know if you can call it a ponytail actually, but it was a little bit of hair in a rubber band. And Danny Gallimore sat down and went, "Fucking hell, Steam Seagal." And it has stuck ever since, hasn't it?
Everyone just pissed themselves, and Seagal was born, and it's just stuck ever since.
And it is so funny because I actually forget your real name because I just call you Seagal. It's become like your name is Seagal.
Every time I see your friends now, I bumped into Danny on the train, and he's just Stigal. And I remember Addy. We were going to the bar, and Addy said, "What are you wearing? You know, my friends are going to rip the shit out of you." And I'm looking at myself, "That'll be all right." So he
Oh yeah, to be fair, actually, we'll explain. He was in a Hawaiian shirt.
Yes.
Open Hawaiian shirt, little hair in like a bun, not long enough to be in a ponytail. It wasn't your usual West Ham away day gear, was it?
I did tell him. I just said, just prepare yourself because they are going to go to town on you. And they did.
But what a day that was, Lyon away. That seems like a distant memory now, doesn't it?
One of my favourite away games, and yeah, never forget that atmosphere. Unbelievable.
Actually, Mike, that's a good thing to know. Were you a Moyes in or Moyes out?
During that time, I was Moyes In. I loved him. Towards the end, I started to moan, which sounds bad now because I miss him. And I think, you get what you ask for, and I miss him a lot. And I definitely did moan towards the end, but during the European times, Moyes In, loved it. Lyon away, probably one of my greatest moments. I don't know if you know, Sam, but I managed to, I got in the luckiest of circumstances as well. I didn't have a proper ticket. I had a home ticket in the French end, which all those tickets got cancelled, so I wouldn't have got in. But I fortunately got in. I met Governor B, who had a spare ticket, and I've managed to get in.
I remember that.
Yeah, so Governor B, thank you if you're listening. But that, never forget that.
In actual fact, that's the longest I think I've ever been kept in a football ground, that game.
Yeah.
We were in there for ages, because they were fighting with themselves, weren't they?
Yeah, they were fighting between themselves, but it didn't matter how long we was in there, did it? Like, normally,
and then one of the team come out, and it was the height of the "We've got Super David Moyes." It just went on, didn't it?
Yeah.
And West Ham is massive. It was that, wasn't it? It was like them chants. It was unbelievable. That game really sticks out as probably one of the best. Was it 3-0 that game?
Yeah, 3-0 away.
Next scored a really good goal.
Craig Dawson.
Who was the other?
Bowen scored. Bowen scored. And nearly a completely perfect night, but ruined by Frankfurt beating Barcelona, because otherwise we was going to the new camp, which we will probably never ever see in our lifetime.
Although Frankfurt away, arguably the best fans you've ever seen.
I would say they are the best fans I've ever seen. Best atmosphere I've ever seen for away in an away game.
And they drowned us out, like literally every time West Ham went sing, they just like it was like I've never seen that before actually.
the whole stadium. It was crazy. But I remember during the Lyon game, we were all on our phones looking at flights to Barcelona just in case. It wasn't meant to be.
No, it didn't happen. So the this week we obviously in New Jersey. Where were we? New York this week.
New
New
Jersey,
York,
yeah. MetLife
New
Stadium.
Jersey. And Man United. What did you think of the game?
He says with a wry smile.
Are we
Well,
learning anything about Potter's team yet?
there wasn't huge differences, was there? I think we pressed better. I could see phases of play which worked better, but we still are not creating many chances. One thing, I think the defence looked all over the place, to be honest. I think that might be because we're trying a new style of play. I don't know, but
Is it a new style of play now?
I don't know. I
It's been
think
quite a while now.
yeah, yeah, but I think it's the same players, isn't it? That's the problem.
Can you do it with that midfield? Like that midfield, Ward-Prowse, Souček. Who else started? I can't think who else started in that.
Rodriguez. Yeah, Rodriguez. You got no chance.
I think from the first minute when that ball went through to Højlund and he muscled and run past Kilman like he wasn't there. You know, this is not good because it just come through too easy, both parts. Scary.
I've never seen Kilman get brushed aside like that, at all yet. So that was a bit worrying.
What do you think of Kilman?
And he got caught again in the second half where they had a really big chance which they missed, didn't they? Which I haven't seen Kilman that bad before, to be honest. So I don't know if it's a change in style of play that we're trying to do, or a slight change in shape. But he seemed to be exposed a couple of times. I don't know, but he looked. I mean, he looked one of our worst defenders in that game, which he's not, but he did look like it in that game.
Todibo again for me. He just, I've got this with like a few mates as well, who tell me Aguerd's a player. They told me Aguerd was off to Real Madrid last year and the best player in La Liga last year and all the stats and everything. I do not think Aguerd becomes a player for us. I'd love him to. But he's been with us quite a long time. I can't imagine he's going to be our saviour this year. I just can't.
No, I agree. I don't know what you think, Mike, but like that game, I was really hoping he was going to come back and show, how good he is. But he looked bang average. I think he's not bad on the ball, although he kept giving it away in the first half, and he's quite quick. But I just don't think he's physical. He's nowhere near physical enough, is he? You don't defend well enough.
Neither of those three, they don't want it. They don't have that Craig Dawson mentality of, obviously no one's like Craig Dawson, but we don't have one that just wants to go and get stuck in. I keep seeing them turning their back on
And
the
even
ball.
Zuma, actually. Like Zuma was, I know Zuma was injured like the end, but Zuma was a fantastic defender.
Yeah.
And one thing you'd say about all of our defenders that we've got now, maybe apart from Mavropanos, to be honest, they don't love to defend. Do you know what I mean? They're not defenders who love to defend, who love to throw their body on the line, make last-ditch challenges and stuff like that in where it hurts. Then none of them are like that at all.
Like if you're Erling Haaland and you're looking at Todibo, Aguerd, and Kilman, you are not worried in the slightest, are you?
No. And I think, just going to say, Aguerd, one thing I was hoping to see more of was him connecting with Juve. And I didn't feel like he got bored. He just played it safe.
Went right a lot as well. He looked for Wambisaka constantly. So it kind of, and I understand like obviously the right side's our stronger side, but we didn't really attack down that left side at all, did we?
No, and it reminded me of the days where Souček would only look for Kufal, but he only went that way. And we just wanted him to use Juve or to trust him a bit more, especially in the friendly, but didn't go that way.
No, Juve didn't. I didn't really see anything of him that said that, oh, he's a player, he's not a player. I didn't really see anything. I'm as the days get going on, I'm getting more and more and more worried because I really do fancy us to go down this year, and everything's pointing to me that we will go down. Although Burnley have lost James Trafford in goal this week, haven't they? He's gone back to Man City.
Yeah.
That will be a big loss for them. So I think that could be it. Like I'm looking at like saving graces of that, but like you looking at Sunderland have done a lot of business. They brought in Xhaka this week, Henderson. Now they're a bit golden oldies, but I'd fancy them against us in midfield.
Yeah. Oh, and they've got some young like foreign talent as well. They've got some of those guys who are probably going to have legs in that midfield as well. Like you never know whether they're going to adapt to the Premier League, but they've been doing it in the countries that they've been playing in. So you never know. But I'm with you at the minute. Like we are with that midfield, we will probably get relegated, I think, because it's not good enough defensively.
Well, I suppose the kids come on against the weaker Manchester United. Like that's when we'd scored with Bowen. Great finish, to be fair, wasn't it, from Bowen?
Great goal.
As always. Like, he's like without him, we are done, aren't we? Like it's like he's actually worth 500 million to us, because if we go down, like what does he go for? Like that's the knock on, because there's no way he's staying in the Championship. But the kids come on. Freddie Potts looked okay in there. The young kid, Fearon.
Yeah.
Looks like
he looked lively, didn't he? Looked lively.
Lively.
Mavropanos, I know he was against Man United's second string at that time, but Mavropanos actually come on and done all right, didn't he? He looked hungry.
And the weird thing is, though, it looks like all these players are staying because no one's coming in for them. Like, Aguerd's just been given the 5, so he is staying, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, got to be.
Well, and I think Potter wants him to stay. He always wanted him to stay. But I think it was him who didn't want to stay. But maybe no one's come in for him. And so now he's just decided to
Real
stay.
Madrid never came in the end, which I was told he's going to Real Madrid. Definitely going to Real Madrid.
Only Julian Fobert can go Real Madrid from us.
Yeah.
Julian.
But yeah, so what do you make of the Emerson situation?
It's what'd you go, Mike?
No, so I really liked Emerson for years. I thought once he come in and got his position, I thought he was solid, and he can attack as well. And once he got friendly with Paquetá, and that link up was lovely. But look, with Borchuf now, Emerson is pretty much going to go, isn't he? We've got Skulls as backup. He's so fussed about that.
He's one of our better pros, in my opinion. He's he's a good player. And at the minute, I think he's better than Skulls is. So I know you don't want to stunt Skulls' sort of growth and his pathway into the first team, but Emerson's
is
probably
he good enough?
And that's the thing.
Problem.
Emerson's better at the moment. So,
and are we going to get good money for him? Is it going to be a 5 million thing? And that's if you're doing that, then you're kind of saying, well, is it worth it? Like, because we've got a depleted squad as it is. Like, we've let Sufal, Fabianski, Ings, who else has gone? Zuma. So there's been, who was one? Cresswell, Soler have gone from last year. So we've got an already depleted squad. We've brought in Carl Walker-Peters and Diouf, and that is it at the minute. I think we're doing the usual. We'll get it all done last week, because then you haven't got to pay them over the summer. Because then you save weeks worth of wages in the summer, which is idiotic because we are in such bad shape. Like, we just don't look anything. I've got to say that this way of football we're playing. Oh, I suppose the biggest talking point is Areola. Me and you, we've said for a long time that we've never thought it's good enough. And it's funny, a lot of West Ham fans bit at us when we said it. they thought he was the best keeper that we've ever had. I always felt Fabianski was a much better keeper. We had a lot of accidents in him, and he just looks gone, shot to bits now, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, I like the fella, but I mean, I think he's exceptional reflexes, and he's a decent shot stopper, and he's very athletic. But crossing, ball at his feet, distribution, he doesn't command his box, and communication, everything else, he's pretty bad at. And in this day and age, you can't get away with that, can you, in defence?
I think he's a liability at the back now. I really do. And especially if you've got like them three or add Mavropanos into it as your defence, it's just accidents waiting to happen.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think with this style that Potter's trying to play now, obviously this playing out from the back, actually, and I know I'm a bit old school, just want my goalkeepers to be good goalkeepers, but nowadays it is like having an extra player if the goalkeeper can play with his feet. And it does. Do you know what I mean? It does create so much more space if your keeper is good with his feet and he can pass the ball really well. And I guess that's why it's our priority to get a keeper in, I guess.
Well, the only
Do you think that's our best way of playing now, like you boys, like of playing out from that? Like looking at our team right now, do you think we are wise to be playing out of the back?
That's a very loaded question, Sam Palmer.
I might have already known the answer to it. But like you look at it, like to play out from the back, you've got to have obviously keeper that's good enough at his feet, defence with good enough at his feet, and you'd probably say Aguerd and Kilman, and even to Debo, to be fair to them, maybe good enough with their feet. I don't know if they've got the urgency, the three of them, or liveliness. But then also you've got to have a midfield that works as well. Our midfield, stationary.
And that's the key. Even no matter how good your defence are at passing the ball, if your midfield ain't
and a striker that doesn't move as well.
Yeah.
I think it was telling the fitness as well, the way that Man United were pressing us. We were trying to play it out from the back. It would go to Wambisaka toward Prowse. It would either come back or they'd intercept it. The triangles didn't work. Rodriguez didn't want it. He's not good enough on the ball as well. I think it's scary. The only blessing in disguise with Areola being so bad in that terrible orange kit, which I don't like, is that we have to hopefully go and get a keeper now. I was gutted that we didn't get Kelleher from Liverpool. I think he would have been perfect for us.
So.
Just young keeper, long time.
I'm with you on that, Mark. I think he was a brilliant keeper. I thought he was brilliant last year for Liverpool.
That would have been a no-brainer. But a bit worried.
And Kepa for 5 million.
Yeah, I mean,
I know he's probably on bigger wages, but 5 million. Now we've got to go and spend a budget on a keeper. And that's where you look at, like when you say Kudos had to go to bring them in, what are we bringing in? Carl Walker-Peters, an average keeper. Like, would we have rather kept Kudos? I think I would have. Like looking at these, like Diouf looks to me like he'll be an okay player, not a world beater. In my what I've seen of him, looks decent. Could be another Soufali level sort of player, but I don't think he's better than that. I hope I'm wrong, obviously, but that's what he looks like to me. Walker-Peters is a distinctly average Premier League player. Like, really.
Yeah.
He's been brought in as a sub because he's not better than Wambisaka. But he wouldn't be signed by anyone in the top 8. Top 10.
No, you're right. And the fact that he's come to the club knowing he's going to be a sub says all about his ambition as well and what he feels, how good he feels he is. Do you know what I mean?
And let's go on, get it right here. Man United, this is the worst Manchester United team of all time.
They wasn't even good, was they? Again, I was thinking
they are useless. I think they're really struggling next year. I really do.
You always said about Amorim, didn't you, that you just weren't having him, and then he's not improving them.
That's the thing. I just don't see how how people say, well, give him the time, give him the time, give him the time. And he was showing nothing. Like, they're terrible. They would have gone down in any other season. And then I look at them and they've brought in Cunha that everyone goes mad about, and then Buemo. Now, they're distinctly, again, they're mid-table players for me. Maybe Cunha's a bit better. I don't know, but he wasn't. He was good. One in three. He's one of them sort of players for Wolves. He was good, but I wouldn't have been that thrilled if we'd signed him. Like a good player, but nothing spectacular. But yeah, and so Man United, they're a poor side that we've just been, and it looked closer than it was really.
Oh yeah, no, they should have scored at least one or two more than they did, shouldn't they?
Yeah. And then when do we play again?
Is it tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow.
Who have we got? Is it Everton tomorrow?
Everton. I think it's 11. It's 11:30. I think UK time.
I'll watch that tomorrow then.
Yeah, I'm sure it's Everton tomorrow.
I didn't actually look before I checked. Come on here, so it's yeah. So oh god, yeah, it's 2:30 in the morning. I won't be getting up for West Ham Everton in Dubai. Let me tell you, I'll stay in bed for that one. I just can't be bothered. It's funny. I never would even usually miss a friendly, but I just can't be bothered.
I
I've got no interest in watching them whatsoever.
Everton looked terrible against Bournemouth. They looked really poor.
That surprised me. That did surprise me.
Did you see Moyes yesterday saying that they're going to bring like 10 players in?
Is that what he said?
Yeah, and he laughed, and then everyone started like going, yeah, like that. And he went, like, we're going to be bringing players in. But depends what players you're bringing in. Like, it's, again, they're going for the same sort of players as us. Do you think Souček goes there?
I don't know. I think it depends on who we bring in, how much they offer for him. He could do. I think he could do.
It looks like anyone that offers any money for any of our players, though, at the minute, will probably buy them, other than Bowen.
Yeah. But
like everyone's down.
But no one wants them. It's the only problem.
We don't look like we've got any transfer strategy whatsoever, does it? Again.
Every season.
Scattergun approach. We're not hearing anything about Callum Wilson. And I wonder if that was because the fans sort of went up against it. But then someone did pop up in the under-21s this week and scored 2, Mikel Antonio, which gives you every indication that we're having him next season.
I think we all knew it was going to happen, didn't we? Really, we knew it was going to happen.
The fact it's not been announced anywhere that he left, because he hasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you happy with that? Sad with that?
Look, if he could, I mean, before he got injured, he was sort of on his way out, wasn't he? His legs were going. I mean, I was going to say if he could show that he's, fit, sharp, hungry for it, then.
Do you really think playing the Premier League at a better level when you left it after that injury?
I definitely don't think so.
No. So then that just answers it, doesn't it? And we're going to do the silly option of look what we've done. We're nice guys, giving him another year when he wouldn't get that at any other club.
No.
We were out of him. We were finished, done, and now having him around in the under-21s. And look, there is a big difference for a pro scoring in the under-21s against whatever team he played against a load of kids, than doing it in the Premier League. And I'll be gutted if we keep him, because he was shit when we had him. Like, he really was. A great servant for the club, but he was literally on his last legs. He was useless, wasn't he? Oh.
So that's what you really think.
He has done well, like I say.
Yeah.
He's done well over the years. I'm not slagging him off over the years, but we just always go back, don't we?
See, I love Mickey. It definitely would be a sentimental re-signing. or just
It's a
because
sentimental that no one actually wants. Sentimental for who? Him and his family, really. It's not the West Ham fans, everyone I know, are not saying, nah, we got to keep him, we got to keep him. Now, they might be saying it if it's in respect to getting Callum Wilson or some other guy that is completely like past it as well. They might go, well, you might as well keep Antonio, but it's not West Ham fans wanting to keep him, is it?
No. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if we're going to sign Callum Wilson, then we might as well just keep Antonio and not sign Callum Wilson.
I'm also with you on that.
But I wouldn't want to sign either of them, and we should never be in a position where we need to sign either of them. It's just laughable, really.
It is, isn't it?
if we sign Callum Wilson, it's another kick in the teeth to Mickey as well, because they did the podcast for years, which I listened to, and it was great fun. All he did was take that West Ham every week.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
and
he did.
to then sign his mate who ripped the hell out of West Ham every week, and we were only signing him because he's cheap, free, and he always scores against us. That's just that's a short-sighted signing.
It's a terrible signing. It's a will sort out signing. It's gone quiet because I think people have had a go at it. But I saw who today, just before we came on, that the way it was worded made me actually laugh. Fabio Vieira from Arsenal has been added to our list. Now, it doesn't mean we're going for him or anything like that.
The we tried list.
Yeah, no. We tried United. Added to the list, yeah. With Grealish, with Harvey Elliott, Messi, Ibrahimovic, Neymar.
We tried. We did try.
We did try. We offered £1.50 and they wanted 100 million. But yeah. So I saw that. I think it was just the way it was worded, like been added to our list of midfielders. And I actually do think we're going to make signings. I do, because I saw on another podcast, they said, do you think Potter's intentionally putting these players out there, the Rodriguez and everyone like that, to show the board how shit they actually are? But I just think he's got no one else.
No.
I just think that crop of kids are not good enough, sadly.
No, I agree.
But I would much rather see Freddie Potts play instead of Rodriguez.
And I think he could do just as an effective job.
Or better.
Yeah, or better.
Because he'll actually try.
When we signed
Aguerd is another one that we don't know what's going on with. He's fallen out with everyone, it seems.
Yeah, I think he played in the what's that
Mexico, yeah, he won the Gold Cup, didn't
he? Yeah, the Gold Cup. I think that's the only reason why he's late. I think he's in the squad for tomorrow. I think he's back in the squad training anyway.
But like Potter dropped him.
Yeah, he fell out.
Season.
Yeah.
He's not the same.
He fell out. A lot of managers as well, didn't he? So, are these bad eggs that we've still got there? Tadibo does not. There's something about Tadibo that I think it's them socks.
I like him.
I
like it. He looks a bit of a character, but yeah, he literally needs to pull his socks up.
He's so lackluster, isn't he? Yeah. There's something about him. Like, you can do it if you're really, really good, but he's not.
Yeah.
Typically, when you get someone on loan with the obligation to buy, you buy them if they were brilliant. And we were like forced to buy him. That sums us up, I think.
But it is an odd one, isn't it? Because apparently Man United were in for him. He was literally going to Juventus.
Yeah.
So, his pedigree, really good. But then he's come to us. He was awful. I know he was injured a lot last season, but he was awful.
And that may be the difference. He may need the pre-season, but he just looks like one of those players that just hasn't got any oomph in him. And I don't think you can play in the Premier League this day and age like that.
No.
Like, it's just not that easy. You can't do that. I think you've got to be quicker, and it just doesn't. I don't know. There's something about him that I think he worries me. same as Aguerd. I think he's too weak. Kilman, I think, got caught out far too many times last year. And then Mavropanos is just not good enough. He's not a Premier League player. You like Mavropanos, I mean.
I just like him because he's just more defensive minded. I don't think he's an amazing defender, but I think he's just more defensive minded. He loves getting stuck in, quite aggressive, good in the air. He's like more of an old school sort of
Good on the ball, isn't
he? Not so good on the ball, but I don't actually think he's as bad as West Ham fans make out he is.
Oh, I don't know.
No, and to be fair, I might be in the minority because West Ham fans don't like him.
Have you got his
Same
name?
as Souček, though. To be fair, he splits opinion, and I like Souček. I would I replace Souček in the starting lineup? Yes, I wish we could now, but I do think he's been an amazing player for West Ham. Souček, like I think he's scored, even last year he scored so many like important goals for us. So yeah, I think he shouldn't be playing. But the other one, I suppose the other big news, and we'll finish up on, is Paquetá is off the betting charge somehow. No idea how he's got off of this. Because it's the weirdest case. We've not really heard anything about the case whatsoever. Like the evidence, like all we've heard is the bets were put in Paquetá Brazil. And every single bet, but he somehow, it looks like he's got away with it. What do you think happens with him now? Do you think we keep him? Do you think he goes?
I think in a World Cup year, he's going to have to want to perform and get in that squad because I think he lost his place at the end of the season. The rumours are if we're going to get rid of him at a cut price, 30 million, I think that's just typical West Ham. Then I don't think it's worth selling him for that. Keep him playing.
No, not at all.
Let him perform at the World Cup and maybe he'll be one of the rare players we sell for a profit. But don't think we should sell him at a loss.
Definitely not. And then I've saw today that was wrong, apparently, because the Daily Mail, I think, reported that, like 25, 35 million I saw. But then someone's saying that 65 will buy him. But it's all that I just don't know if someone would buy him at 65, to be honest with you.
I don't think they would.
There's no way Man City take Paquetá. There is no way. I thought it was strange the first time around. I always said I think he would have really struggled in a Pep side. Because I don't think he's disciplined enough. I think he could be an amazing player for us, but he needs the throwing on the floor that he's really got into now last season, the bookings, the stupidity, a little bit too much now. Whereas the year we won the cup in Prague, he was fantastic. He was so good, wasn't he? You can get back to that, but when you've been off it for so long, can you get back to it?
I hope so. You hope the World Cup's enough of a push for him. Talking of the throwing on the floor, I mean, I noticed me and Addy when we were at the games, when Paquetá goes down all the time, our physios don't even get off the seat. They just get on with it. They know it's just a waste of time, and that is annoying about him.
It's so annoying when he's on the floor, isn't it? He just does it all the time. He's just so boring the way he does it all the time now. And he didn't do that at first when he came to us, did he?
No.
Times, but not like
yeah,
it is. I just wish he'd stop it now. Like I wish someone just say to him, like, mate, just pack that in now. Like it hasn't worked. But then also looks like the striker role. The old social media team's heavily focused on Nicholas Füllkrug this summer.
It's like player cam, isn't it? Watching him.
It's like he's the only player really focused on it, isn't it? Even Bowen. And it's like, so he's obviously going to be our striker this year. Do you think he can do it?
Don't know. I don't mind him. I quite like him.
I like him.
Yeah, but like you, he's not getting any younger, is he? He's to be a top striker in the Prem these days, you need pace and be a bit dynamic. And he He hasn't really got it, has he?
And also, if you're playing out from the back, then it's going to take longer to get to him. Can he then do stuff with his feet? Or if we were going more direct, I actually think he'd be like brilliant, actually.
Yeah.
Flipping it up with him.
Yeah.
I'd actually love to see us play like that this year. Because then you look at teams different. You've got Souček coming off of him, winning balls, flicking them on, Bowen coming in. Like your team all of a sudden, Mavropanos can bang a ball forward. Like even Areola, although even that is a bit difficult with him with his feet, but your team looks different if you change the way we play. If you go back to the Moyes style of play a little bit more, then it looks different, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it's weird because I was thinking the same thing earlier, just thinking the players we've got and would really suit playing in that style. We've got Souček sort of picking up the pieces off the knockdowns and Füllkrug or vice versa. Do you know what I mean? And like just going direct. I mean, the fans would never stick it at all, but it probably would be more effective than this tippy-tappy stuff we're trying to play at the minute.
And you can see Füllkrug was getting frustrated because he kept coming deep for the ball.
Yeah.
It's not where you want him, and he's going to do that. And to play that system where he was there with Bowen, you're putting Bowen out of position, our only good player. It just looks flawed, and that's what's worrying, I think.
I do think.
Also gone out. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to quickly say I do think Füllkrug will be better if we're going to play with two up top. Like if he's up front on his own, he's going to do absolutely nothing. Like he's not going to do anything. But with Bowen up there with him, I think he will be much more effective. How effective, I don't actually know, but I think it's good that they're both up there and they're playing off each other.
I hate Bowen up front.
He's not his best position.
Because I just think he's so good on the right.
Yeah.
I think we lose him so much on that right. I think he's more effective on the right when he cuts in. I think he creates, he scores. I think he does brilliantly up front. I think he's one of them that he gives his all wherever, but I just think we lose his creativity so much on the right that when he's not out there. And I think that's sad.
It's weird why Potter's gone for this formation then as well, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like when we used to play a 4-2-3-1, I think we've got the players that fit that formation better than we do a 3-5-2.
Well, the problem is our defenders are so bad. I think that's why we need three.
Yeah, no, that's probably the reason.
I think that's what's actually come into it, really, that we've realised we cannot defend with the players that we've got in a two, which is like worrying because then when you play the five, it becomes so defensive, especially when you have three defensive midfielders across the middle in Rodriguez, Alvarez, and Souček. You just have no creativity whatsoever. And then you've got three centre halves and two right and left backs, really, rather than actual real wing backs. So just the whole team's just a defensive team. And when we was told we were getting away from the defensive, that's why we were getting rid of Moyes. And we've gone more defensive. That's what I don't know if West Ham fans have actually worked out. Like, if you'd have sold us this, like, there's no way that they would have bought this.
No.
Because we're actually a more defensive team with a worse defensive coach. How long do you give Potter?
Well, like I was saying,
I can't stand him as a West Ham manager.
Really?
I cannot even look at him on the bench. And I feel actually sorry for saying it because I actually think he's a really nice guy and a real decent guy, and everything about him I think is decent. He does not belong in a West Ham dugout for me.
No. And you might be proved right, you know. I still say,
and I hope I'm not. Actually, I really do hope I'm not.
Yeah, of course, we all want West Ham to win, don't we? But that starts the season. I'm sorry, I keep looking at those fixtures, and I just don't know where wins are coming from. So, you know, it could be sooner than we think. You know, if we don't start well.
And then the sad bit for him is if that's what the problem is with our club. there's no communication at all of what the plan is, what we're doing, what the process is, what way we even play, what style of football we even play. There is nothing. Are we going to use youth? Are we not going to use youth? So that's where I think we all get stuck. If we had a clear plan of, right, we're going to play out of black this year. We want to see more youth come through. We're going to play in more of this formation. This is what we think we've got the players for. I think we'd all go, okay, we're on board with that. But I think it's just the not knowing that we don't. And then you kind of second guess, did they even know? And I don't know if they do, but you don't. That's where I say I feel a bit sorry for him if, and this is we don't know, if it is the fact that he's trying to get players in, but he might get a load on the last day of the window. So then it's going to be their months to come of losing before you can even. He might get lucky and get some wins early on, but that's where you go. Well, you've actually just killed him before you even start, if that is the case.
Yeah.
Or is it he just doesn't want what he's got, what he's getting? Or I don't know.
I think he's coming as a bit of a puppet, as in, here's what you got, do with what you got. You're not going to come in and tell us what you need because we've suffered that with Lopetegui. And I don't think he's got it in him to dictate or create that plan because he probably doesn't even think it's going to be long term. So let's hope we're wrong.
But it's the whole club.
But it does seem that. I think you're right. It does seem that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like you've been in, and that's where people don't give David Moyes the credit because he was also that man and done it insanely. Actually, the job he done under that circumstance was incredible. And that's where we did have the right man. Because you say, who would you go and get? I don't know. I don't know enough managers out there. I know we're not forward thinking enough to even know the new manager. But who would you even go and get now? Who's the next? Who are we looking at for the next West Ham manager if this goes wrong? And that's where I don't even. Would you have a clue?
No.
Not really.
No.
I would want to come.
Because you wouldn't know what money's available, the players, style of play. We're going to
why
buy
would you want to come? Why would you want to come? You'd maybe, get like Ipswich manager. You might be able to get him out of Ipswich, but you're not going to get no established manager will want to come to West Ham, surely.
No. It's so sad though, because it shouldn't be that way.
No, of course it shouldn't.
It really shouldn't. It's just not good enough.
And the friendly, I know Man United I think they made 10, 11 subs, and we made 3. Do you think that's telling that, one, you don't trust the players?
I mean, it must be, mustn't it?
I thought there was an opportunity to at least play a couple more kids or just give someone a chance.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, actually. I didn't realise we only made 3.
But it is crazy. Like, why?
Got
all team in history, I think, in a friendly that's only made 3 subs. But it's mad. Like, all of it's mad.
Bowen has to play every minute of every game. I just want him to have a break. And you worry if he gets injured, we're in trouble.
Huge trouble. If he gets injured, we are done. He's our only player. Literally. I just do every week I see him, I just think, I don't know how you're still here. Because we are so lucky to have him.
And I'll say it to Mike, like if it wasn't for who he is and who he's married to, he'd want to leave. Yeah. And then where would we be? Do you know what I mean? We're lucky about that situation. Otherwise he'd be off and we would be fucked, wouldn't we?
Because I do believe he goes to a top side. I think he's one of those, a bit like Rice, that no one really understands how actually good he is because he's not that big. I've always thought when he plays for England, he's great. He's so direct.
I agree.
I personally, and I know that sounds so West Ham biased, that I would play him over Saka. I think he's a better, more direct player. Not a better player. I think Saka's a great player, but I just think he's more direct. I just think he has a go. He loses the ball sometimes because he goes, but I just think if he was playing at a bigger club, there'd be a much bigger like fanfare for him to be starting for England. I really do. I think he's fantastic. I think he's one of the best players we've had, and it's just funny. I think probably because of his personality, because he's quite quiet, that he doesn't get them plaudits, does he?
No.
What he scores, the assists, and his work rate is insane. He's one of them that never has a bad game.
I totally agree. Yeah, no, I totally agree.
I love him.
Top draw.
Yeah, so do I.
I think he's so underrated as well. And even, I mean, I think Wambisaka, he did have a good season last season, but without Bowen again, we probably would have got relegated. So for me, like, Bowen should have been player of the season because he's that.
Yeah. I don't. Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit like when Rice never used to win.
Suchek got it.
And he got like, and you think it's because it's become expected. That's how you play almost. And I do feel a bit sorry because I agree. I think it's like disgraceful we hadn't won it. I think Wambisaka had a good season, but wasn't incredible. Like Wambisaka, I think is a good average Premier League right back. I don't think he's above that. Don't think he gets in any other top side. I think it was quite telling that he played in the Man United side that was on the dwindle. And now he's playing for us and we're on the dwindle. But I do really like him. I don't know West Ham fans really love him, but his end product isn't great. His passing isn't great. Yes, he makes some tackles and things like that, but he's not a world beater. I mean, Cresswell in his prime was a better player, actually.
More quality, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just more quality on the ball.
Well, that was a light-hearted episode.
It's a running theme to our pods this summer, isn't it? You watch it. We'll beat Everton 5-0 on Wednesday, and we'll all be.
He was good, wasn't he, old Souček?
What a player that Wambisaka is.
I've even gone so mad I've just turned on Wambisaka as well. I've lost my head so much. I've even turned on him. I've literally want Potter out, Wambisaka out, basically just Bowen FC, basically. I'm so pissed off with it. It's unreal. I really am.
I know. It's
like
it's sad, isn't it? It's sad. Because
I check the news, like obviously about like I'll put West Ham and go news, like about I reckon I'll probably do it 20 times a day. And there is no news. Like there might be some like one that they'll just stick in as a bit of clickbait, basically. And you have to click down the article about like 50 things, and it says like this guy once went west instead of east, so that means he might go West Ham. Like it's like one of them story. There was no news whatsoever, is there?
No, it's very quiet.
I'm worried we're going to sign Calvert-Lewin. That's my worry.
That wouldn't surprise me either.
We're going to go for someone cheap, aren't we? We're going to go for the scramble at the end. I'll get a few bodies in. That's what we'll do. That's exactly what's going to happen. Calvert-Lewin, Callum Wilson, some of these other duds that are out there. Doesn't look like Harvey Elliott's getting anywhere.
Gone very quiet, hasn't it?
He was brilliant in under-21s. He's not going to come to us.
Just like Jonathan David. We were linked with for so long.
Every season, right?
Just like Ekatike. He was another one that was on his way. Could have been in again this year. He just went for 90 million to Liverpool. Like it's like, well, actually, we'll finish up. Darwin Núñez. That is, we've got no chance of signing him whatsoever. Would you take him?
Yeah, I would.
I'd love him.
I'll take him.
He's a West Ham player all over, isn't he?
Yeah. Fans would
What
love
do you
him.
think, Mike? Would you? You don't look convinced.
No, because when you get him, it's just, would I take him? Yeah.
Just stupid talk from us, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like any striker.
Wishful thinking.
A striker.
I agree with you. I don't disagree because we're not getting him. He's going to go to a much bigger club.
Got a full set of teeth, so yeah, it's better than Füllkrug already. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he's not coming to us like Julian Alvarez when we were going to get him as
Oh
well,
my
and,
God.
I think
and then City.
Redknapp had Shevchenko on the plane, didn't he, once, he said? And yeah, we know what happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what we're going to do. I know a few. I've spoken to West Ham fans last week. A few are quite optimistic. They think we'll do all right. They're quite happy. Like Aguerd's there. A lot of them still think Areola's great keeper, which makes it even madder that we've got rid of Fabianski as well,
Mm.
because he would have been the number two. But why would you keep Fodringham and Areola if you're getting rid of Areola and get rid of Fabianski? Fabianski would have been still good for a number two where you
Yeah.
haven't got to spend a load of
Yeah.
money.
Great number two, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
better player than Fodringham, isn't he?
But we
Oh,
shouldn't be relying on a 40-year-old keeper. We should be having a contingency plan to.
I do also agree with this. Like it's that we shouldn't be saying let's keep hold of Cresswell, let's keep hold of Soufal, because now actually looking at it, Cresswell looks like a big loss as well. I think. Like, but again, we can't keep keeping these people. We should have been replacing them 3 years ago. Like it is insane. Like just like as that's going through my mind, it's Antonio is coming back, and I'm going to be. That is the one I think that is going to break me. Wilson and Antonio to start the season, and then you've got no striker like in December when Füllkrug and both of them were injured, and you got Souček playing up front. Oh mate, oh god, I can't do this.
It's worth noting we're going to lose a few players in the African nations as well.
oh yeah.
That's
Cool.
it's such a shout. Wambisaka, our arguably best right back, who I think's crap now, and you are going.
Aguerd.
I'm not even going to be there.
And Aguerd as well.
Aguerd, yeah.
He's
I think,
actually insane.
Addy, you should lace up your boots. Get down there. I'd have you up front any day.
I think we'd.
I would over Antonio. I really would.
I'll give it a go.
Got a better foot, that's for sure.
What's that?
You've got a better left foot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with it.
Well, chaps, that's all we got time for today. It is not good, but send in your questions. We're going to watch the Everton game. I'm going to watch the highlights. Hopefully, got some highlights of it. Very short ones. Moyes is pumping us 5-0 in a friendly. That'd just about do it. That literally that'll be the end, wouldn't it? But let's try and be positive. Let's hope the old checkbook's coming out. Darwin Núñez, Harvey Elliott, Grealish, they're all on the way.
We're
Douglas
gonna win the league.
they're all coming in. Don't you worry. Yeah.
Gonna be all right.
Right, fellas. I will see you later.
See you later on.
Nice to see you.